Good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in today. In the newsletter last month, I talked about brain health. And since then, I have heard this term over and over again. And what I've realized is that there is a effort to try to replace the old term mental health with this new term brain health. The idea is that if you have an anxiety problem, if you have PTSD, we can find it in the brain. And there are certainly some things we can see in the brain. But the idea that we can now pinpoint your problem in your brain is another disease-based model. It's looking at problems in isolation rather than the whole dynamic of what it is to be a human, to be in relationship, and how relationships and the systems, the emotional systems that we live in, are a big part of the challenges that we face. So it's still a disease-based model, unfortunately, and eventually it will have the negative connotation that mental health or mental illness has developed over the years. We are process beings. We live in a world where it's a system in constant motion, and Neuroptimal takes this into account, and that is how it interacts with our brains, is in a dynamical way. It matters how we think about the challenges that we face, because how we think about the challenges that we face determine how we feel about them and the approaches that we take. And it just has always made more sense to me to have much more of a process way of looking at the challenges that we face. So I hope this is some food for thought. I'm working on a blog post about it, and I'll probably post that in the next newsletter. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next month.